Hi, my name is Ashley, and today I'll be talking to you about my Genius Hour project. But before I get into what I did for my Genius Hour project, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what a Genius Hour project is. So a Genius Hour was created by Google, and what it is it gives everyone the freedom to research something that they enjoy or want to learn about. Now that you know what a Genius Hour project is, I'm going to tell you about my Genius Hour project. So what I chose to research was if I can make a no-bake cheesecake taste as good as a baked one in just 6 weeks. So my process was first finding different recipes and going through them and seeing which one I might want to use and which ones I might not want to use. My first week or so, I went through these different recipes and really looked at the different ingredients and the different steps to each of them. And then I kind of decided which ones that I was going to use, and then I kind of decided the ones that I was for sure not even going to look at. I ended up having 3 recipes that I was really set on, so I looked at the differences with them, and then I ended up picking the one that used the most cream cheese and the one that I felt would be the easiest to make. So I will let you know how that turned out a little bit later in this video. Once I decided on my recipe, I had to take the time to go out and get all the ingredients. So being a student, it was hard to find time to do this, but I know that I needed to, so I set aside a day on my weekend to make sure that I was able to go out and buy everything. And then I planned out when I was gonna make it, and I made sure that I knew people would be around so that they could taste test it as well as me. So I'm just gonna take a step back and talk about why I chose this as my Genius Hour topic. So basically, cheesecake is my absolute favorite dessert. Like, it trumps everything. But I never really have the time to make it because I can't really just like sit around and wait for it to bake. But I just love it so much. So when I found out that we were doing this project and that we would have 6 weeks, I knew right away that I wanted to do something with baking because I absolutely love baking. Once I started looking for no-bake recipes, I realized, I'm like, why don't I do a cheesecake? I always want cheesecake. So then that's when I knew that that's what my Genius Hour would be on. And that's what a Genius Hour is about. It's about researching something that you enjoy and something that you're passionate about. And I'm extremely passionate about baking and cheesecake because who doesn't love a cheesecake? And then that is when I began my journey of the no-bake cheesecake. So once I had my ingredients and I planned out the day that I was gonna make my cheesecake, I took the time, I made it. It was actually super quick and super easy. I let it cool down. I waited till the next day to try it, and it ended up being really, really good. So then, obviously, I know what a baked cheesecake tastes like, but I was like, I need something fresh and new in my mind to compare it to. So I then made a baked cheesecake so that I could compare the two, and it turned out being that the no-baked one was just as good as the baked one. I'm super excited that I found a no-bake cheesecake recipe that actually works and that tastes just as good as a baked one, because now I can make cheesecake all the time. Not only am I happy about that, but my boyfriend is really happy about that too. If you want the recipe, you can just click down below. My blog is ashleyreese.blogspot.com. Now I just want to say thank you so much for listening, and I hope you tried the no-bake cheesecake recipe.